Hello, this is Archangel Metatron. I come to speak to you today about the current situation on Earth right now. How the planetary alignments are affecting you in your everyday lives. Many of you are being affected by Venus retrograde. You may be feeling that your heart is shut off. You may be feeling less compassion. This is because she is in retrograde. So, in retrograde, she has the opposite effect. Venus is the planet of love. So when she is in retrograde, it is harder for you to feel your heart. So what I suggest to you right now is to use things to open out your heart. Rose quartz crystal is a wonderful thing to keep the heart chakra open. There are many other crystals you may be guided to buy. Ask the angels to help you what you need to keep your heart open right now. Most importantly is self-love. Right now, many of you may be feeling less self-love because of the effects of this Venus retrograde. So what my suggestion is to you, do things of acts of random kindness to yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Give yourself perhaps a bath with Himalayan salt. Pamper yourself. Give yourself a foot spa. These are just suggestions. Do some yoga. Do something that makes you feel better about yourself and is quality me time. Listening to music. Music right now is very powerful for healing your soul. And you may find yourself drawn to listening to music that resonates with you. You may feel strong emotions coming out. Do not be frightened. For these strong emotions are coming up to be released and let go of. You do not necessarily need to know why, just to feel them in your body. You may feel relationships changing right now. You may feel more anger, resentment, blame, unforgiveness. These are all signs of Venus retrograde. What my suggestion is to you is to keep opening your hearts in meditation. Focus on your heart chakra, opening up the higher heart, and ask the angels to help. And if strong emotions come up in you and you are tempted to say something unkind or unpleasant to another person, do not beat yourself up. Because right now, you are all needing to speak your truth. It is so important to empower yourself. But my suggestion is to write things down, perhaps in a diary, to write your thoughts down and your emotions and your feelings, instead of venting at others right now. Because you're in Gemini, and Gemini is communication, and you are feeling the need to communicate with others. But ask yourself first, to feel the emotions in your body, to write them down, and then once the strong emotions have passed, you can speak your truth in a loving way from the heart. Empowerment is crucial right now. For you to feel empowered in your life, look where you are handing your power over to others. Sometimes this is, or often it is, in the form of emotional control. Are you allowing somebody to have power over you? Ask yourself this question. Look at your lives. Look at the people in them. Only you are doing this ultimately to yourself, but these are patterns that you have learned from childhood. And these patterns are the ones you are learning to release, to let go of the fear So many things in your world, external world, are an emotional pull. You have learnt patterns of tit for tat, particularly in relationships. You have learnt almost to be at war through your fear state ego. Well, now is the time to let these go, to be aware when you are falling back into these patterns. And when you see you are, it is important that you accept and love the whole of you, the darkness and the lightness in you, for each part of you is from God. And you may call the darkness your ego, your wounded inner child. But ascension is about accepting the whole of you, not just going to the light. For when you deny your ego, it has far more power over you. And then you will find your emotions incredibly strong and overpowering. Be aware and monitor your thoughts, how you are feeling. A thought diary is a good idea. Be aware of what your needs and desires are and where you are repressing them. For this is where you will notice fear coming out of resentment, anger, blame. It is, of course, about accepting the differences in others as well. For many of you are in the ego state of expecting others, particularly in terms of relationships, to please you and make you happy. And where you are handing your power over in these relationships, this is where I want you to take it back. Your happiness is your responsibility. It's not to beat yourself up, it's to accept that this is an old pattern that you have learnt from your parents, most likely, but throughout your life and many other lifetimes. But this is where you are learning to grow and release and accept. Accept that sometimes you will fall back into old patterns. The most important thing is to note this and to go back and look and choose a new pattern, a new way of thinking, a new love-based, where you are connected, not separated from the other. For it is the separation that you feel that really is very challenging for your soul. But every moment is a new moment to start again. So remember this. Each moment is a new moment to wipe the slate clean. Start again. And as you do, you will learn and grow and move forward into the fifth dimension reality. To create and manifest wonderful relationships with yourself, with others. For this is why you are here. To learn to love yourself. Unconditionally. Warts and all. Every part of you. Your perfectionist self. Your God self. Whatever self you have. You are each individuals. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? Look at them. And love them. It is your choice if you choose to grow what you call weaknesses. But ask yourself, are you looking from the ego mind? Are you in self-doubt? Are you in blaming yourself or blaming others? Are you feeling guilty? All of these are your fear-based ego. The truth is to love yourself. And love yourself for the person that you are. Love is the key. Love the whole of you, and then you will love others and accept the differences in them. I shall leave you today because love, after all, really is the answer. Loving yourself completely and wholly. Brightest blessings, my wonderful, beautiful light workers. Archangel Metatron.